This is Erin Fisher, Technology Integration Facilitator for the East Bridgewater Public Schools, and this is a brief overview of Go Formative. Go Formative is a great option for digital assessment, especially if you do not want to recreate an assessment. So Google Forms is also great for student assessment, except you do have to copy and paste your existing paper test, if it's in Word or Docs, into Google Forms. With Go Formative, you can actually just upload your Word file or PDF assessment right into Go Formative and just turn it right into a test, and it will score it for you. It also gives you great data, great item analysis, and it also lets you send student feedback, and you can override questions if the student put the answer and you need to override it to mark it right. So the first thing is you would need to log in. So you go to goformative.com, log in. It is free. There are some paid options, but the free option works just fine. You can log in with Google. And from here, you can click New Formative. You'll notice I have some that I've made. They're sitting in here. If you want to go take a test, you can enter a quick code from someone else and go check it out. And then you may want to create your classes first. They do import right from Google Classroom, and this is the best way to send out assignments. This is a new feature for Formative. This is a great update. They didn't used to have this. So if you hit New Formative, you'll notice you have an option. You can just create from blank and make your assignment within Formative, and this would be like making a Google form. Or you can upload something you already have. Now, you are limited. They give you 20 a month, which is quite a bit. So 20 assignments a month, not 20 pages a month, even though it says 19 pages. One test is considered an upload. So you can enhance a PDF or doc. You would go grab this. You would go choose your file. So it will pull it from your network folder. So if it's a doc, you can just download it as a Word file, and that would work. I'm going to go get my document. Let's say I'm going to do this one. And it will upload it right in here. And you can do this with PDFs as well. So if it's a book test, if you just scan it, it will upload it. And then you can go and manipulate it in here. So you'll notice this is the worksheet. Pretty basic. Now, here's how this works. I simply go click here. All right, there's number one. Notice, short answer, and that's how it will show to the student. Now I'm going to go here. That's number 2. That's number 3. That's number 4. And I just click here. Now, I can make this short answer. I can make it multiple selection, which means more than one, which is a popular question type on MCAS. I can make it a show your work. I can make it essay. I can make it true or false or short answer. Then I can add my correct answers, and I can add multiple correct answers. So if you can think of each type of way a student would put this, including spaces between digits, that would be good. You don't need to type the question in because your question is actually already here, but you could use this box to give a hint. So if you want your answer in a specific format, like do not include any spaces between digits, that would work. Now notice when I hit the preview, that's what it's going to look like for the student. There's their reminder. Here's their answer box. Here's the question. And then as the teacher, when this is assigned, you can see once they're finished, a great analysis of responses. This is an example of what the data would look like, or the test would look like from student perspective, and then what the data looks like as it comes in. So this is an example of a test that was simply a PDF scanned, and then add the questions just added. The teacher didn't need to write anything in because the question's already here, and so is the multiple choice. So this is how it displays to the student, and they just choose. They also notice have the zoom in option if they want to zoom in to particular problems. This is what the short answer would look like. And notice this is on the teacher end. There's multiple examples, answers in case the student answers it a different way. So that way when it scores, it will take into account all of those answers. As the data starts to come in, you have great analysis. You can look at it all of all your groups, or this is each separate Google Classroom. So this is 2 separate math classes. You can see scores. You can hide names or show names. So if you wanted to display this to your class, you could. You can export your data into Excel or Google Sheets so you can manipulate it. Gives you excellent item analysis. So it lets you see if there's a question that maybe is invalid or that you don't want to count. Once you choose an item to go into, you can go into the item analysis. It will show you student names. I chose to hide them, but if you show the names, it will show you the particular students that got it wrong. If you click that student, you can override the data. And you can also provide individual feedback on that response. While the test is going on, or the assignment, it will be open, and you can actually see where students are and which ones they haven't done yet. Notice the student's in progress. The student hasn't answered this one yet. And then when you click close, the student can then log back into GoFormative and see their data. And that is what you decide they can see. There's a setting when you assign, and you decide as the teacher what data you want them to be able to see. So you can release the scores, or you don't have to. You can release what's right and wrong so they can just see that, or you don't have to. You have all the control with this program. And that's how the data displays for GoFormative. Enjoy.